Hi everybody. It's been a couple years. I'd say like 4 years maybe. This is not the same baby as before. He's a different guy. I think I might need to put him down and then come right back, so I'll be back. Okay, so I'm back. However, they're cutting grass outside, and I put my 7-month-old with my 4-year-old, and they're playing. Yeah, more like the 7-month-old is making noise. But anyway, welcome back. It's been a long while, so I'm gonna play catch up real quick. So let's see. My once small baby at the time is now 4, and I had a 7-month-old. So I have 2 kids. I got married. Still rocking Sjogrens strong. A lot's happened since the initial video where I posted about the show. A lot of changes, a lot of adjustments, a lot of things just in general having to take place. I've come across a couple products to help me along the way. After giving birth to my 2nd son, I feel like I felt fine, but I stopped taking the hydrochloroquine, also known as Plaquenil, as a result of that, because I felt that there was really no need to take it. I wasn't experiencing the fatigues as much as I used to. However, during the pregnancy though, because I was considered like a high-risk pregnancy because of the Sjogren's, so I had to take the Plaquenil alongside baby aspirin to ensure that the baby wouldn't develop any holes in his heart. So that was a thing that was like, oh my god, that probably was like the most exhausting thing I'd ever had to do or deal with, like constantly having to go to see doctors, having to see a heart doctor for children before the baby was even born, having to monitor the baby's heartbeat with a Doppler, which I still have. If anybody is looking for one, I'd be more than willing to ship it to you, mail it to you if you need it, because I know, times are hard and things are costly. So if anyone needs it, shoot me a comment and let me know, and I'll reach out to you, and I'll be more than happy to mail it to you. I'm not going to charge you anything. It's free to have it, from me to you. But yeah, having to do that every single day, monitor the baby's heart, having to go see the perinatal group, which is like for high risk, to monitor there, to go see a heart doctor for the baby before the baby was born. It was exhausting. It was really exhausting, keeping up with the medication every day that I had to take. It was a lot. Stressful too. I experienced a lot of back problems, I think, in the beginning, and more towards the end. It's just was getting difficult, as any pregnancy would, but I mean, it was really difficult. Like, I had a slipped vertebrae several times. I had in the beginning, when I first found out I was pregnant, I had a dislocated rib. It was like over here. I had to get that popped back into place. It was, whew. Anywho, it was a lot that went into it. But I know prior to the pregnancy, and maybe a slight bit afterwards, like the vision. I don't know if anybody else has experienced it, anybody else with Sjogren's has experienced it, but I know I've experienced it quite often. Like, I've had the same prescription for years. I'd say my prescription for glasses has not changed since I was a teenager. But what I have experienced prior to the pregnancy and maybe a month or 2 afterwards was that I found that my vision would blur in and out quite frequently. Just ran like at random moments, not even like expecting. Like, even with the glasses on, like, I'd blur. And these glasses are just reading glasses. They're supposed to be meant for reading when I'm in front of a computer, looking at monitors and things like that. So yeah, it was just a bit odd. Or when for driving also, because I find it difficult to drive at night because the lights that they make on these vehicles nowadays, I mean, am I right? They're like overly bright, like they are blinding. So yeah, there's that also. But but when I went to go see the ophthalmologist about my eyes and letting them know, like, hey, I'm blurring, he'd check it and be like, oh, well, everything's still the same, just wear your glasses more often. Just kept Wear your glasses more often. Wear your glass more often. And I'm like, okay. Because I know like some of the side effects with the plaquenil. I don't know if anybody's had that experience with the eyes. I know it's rare, but I think I was more paranoid about that, especially with the blurring, and just wondering about that particular side effect. And thankfully, you know, it didn't do any damage to the retina. You know, it's just worrisome. So that's another thing. I wanted to share a couple of products that I've been using to help maintain and remain moisturized. Because one of the big things with Sjogren's is you feel like a raisin in the sun. You just dry it out, just dry. Just like a lizard on a rock. Just like that. Basking in the sun. Just But anyhow, I know in the beginning I struggled trying to balance and find products that would work for me, particularly. So after a couple of trial and errors, at one point I felt like I was just condemned to having to stick with the Gold Bond diabetic lotion. Like I'm a woman, and I'm gonna want to wear stuff that smell good, make me feel good, you know, and things like that. So I was rocking that for a good probably 2.5 years with that lotion. Granted, it got the job done. It kept me moisturized and I didn't feel dry and everything like that. But then at some point I was just like, you know, I'm missing the nice fragrance, and I have a keen sense of smell. Anybody that knows me, they know. Like I can sniff something out from a mile away, but you know, I just wanted to smell good. So I made the switch to Shea Moisture, the body wash and the lotion together, and I find that it works really well. See, my skin don't look so dry. I actually have a little glow, you know, a little glow, a little shine, you know. Hit a little glow. And my skin is smooth. It's not ashy. It's not dry. You know, I used to have like a dark mark going across my neck, around my face. I would get patchiness around here, up here, around the eyes would always be inflamed all the time, like all the time. I used to have it in the crease of my arms, and now I just feel like I'm a little bit more even toned. Internally, I am a huge advocate of natural products, like spices and herbs and things like that, teas. So I know people I don't like taking things in a pill form. I can't do it. So I try to incorporate it in my food and what I ingest. So turmeric is a good anti-inflammatory. Not too much of it all the time. It gets the job done. So I incorporate it when I make my rice. I add a little bit to my rice when I season it, because I season my rice. I can't just have some plain. No. Nah. You know, the rice comes out yellow, but it tastes delicious. It doesn't have an earthy taste to it, which you would think, because it's turmeric. Take a lot of things that are anti-inflammatory to help manage. That being like a key thing for me. Also with teas, I'll have like a turmeric tea or turmeric and ginger tea. I love ginger. I can't express how much I love ginger. I love ginger in my tea. So there's that. So for my face, I've gotten into a routine of using Skin Society jasmine green tea. Green tea and jasmine does wonders for the skin. It's a great balancing toner, and it's jasmine water. So that's the thing. Inside of it, it's organic jasmine water. It has like antioxidant rich green tea, and there's a white willow bark. It helps to fight blemishes. And aloe vera is also in it, along with witch hazel. You know, so it's all organic. It smells nice and it makes my skin feel good. I put it on. I clean my face in the morning, in the afternoon, and when I do clean my face right after, this is the first thing that goes on it. Following up with, and this is a Korean brand. It's called Touch in Soul. It's a pretty fitter. It's a waterful glow cream. And this is what the container looks like. I don't know if you can really see it that well. Ooh, just try to block out some of the stuff. Don't know. but I'll like drop a description down below. It's a cream like that. It's like a light pink cream. It's very light, not thick, and it goes on really nice. It has like a water soluble consistency, like. But that's one thing. Another thing that I came across recently, like a month or so ago, it's called I Do Care. It was a vitamin to glow pack, vitamin C trio that I came across on Amazon. And this is what it looks like. $25. The value's at $43, but I got it for $25. See? And it covers a lot of bases, I'm gonna say. So you have the Bright Side Up. It's a brightening vitamin C serum. All right, so I'm back. So it comes with a vitamin C serum. I put this on sometimes instead of the Touch and Soul product right after the balancing toner. I'll put a couple drops. I'll put it here, 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 and a little bit right here. And I'll rub it in. It's a nice serum. It has like a syrupy consistency, but not too much. When you rub it in, it's thin. It's not thick. It doesn't feel like it's gonna cake on your skin or clog up your pores or anything like that. And I try to follow up with this Say You Do. That's actually the name of it. Say You Do. Moisturizing vitamin C gel plus cream. Now it comes separate. So the cream is below, the gel is on top, and you get this little spatula looking thing. Comes with like a smiley face on it. See? And you mix it together to activate itself, you know, and give you a winky face so it lets you know, hey, you're gonna be glowing. And I will say this, when you put this on your skin and you rub it in, oh, you glow. Shining glow. One of the things that I love to put on at night before going to sleep, because a lot of people, we suffer from this, and I know I struggled with finding a lip care product that works for me, like certain lip scrubs. Am I boring you, sir? Sir? You are so tired. So lip scrubs would irritate my lips. They would never work out for a good period of time. They were like temporary things as opposed to long-term things, and I didn't really like that. Some of them would burn my lips. I would get a reaction out of certain products. And so I was just like, that's enough for the lip scrubs. I mean, it's tempting. They look good for me to use, but not for me. So, this is called Plush Party. It's a buttery vitamin C lip mask. See? Plush Party. Doo, doo. Also has the winky face on top. Gets the job done. My lips are not dry. See? They're not dry. But still in the process of removing the dark marks on the corners. Before, they used to be like really, really dry on the corners. And thankfully now they're not. They're lightening up. My lips are relatively moist. So like I use this at night. But in the morning, you know, they say to moisturize, 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 moisturize. I like to use, and I cake it on like there's no other product in this world. I use the original old school chapstick. That's it. Just chapstick. Before, like, my lips were like, I treated my lips like they were seasonal. I'd go from the chapstick to the Blistex to the Carmex, depending on the type of season. Because, listen, trial and error. And, you know, at the ending of the day, you have to just find out what works best for you. It's going to be trial and error. You're going to go through products. Some things you may have a reaction to, some things you may not. But, you know, when you do find that thing that works, trust me, stick to it. I think that was one of my biggest struggles, like, because, you know, I would always hop from product to product to product, and I would never stick to a certain brand. But, oh, honey, I have learned to stick to brands. So, but yeah, I know, right? Binky time. Okay, so went to the rheumatologist last week, and to find out that my white blood cell count was low, and to also find out my hemoglobin was low and my potassium levels were low. From what I was told, because I told her I stopped taking the Plaquenil like months ago, and I told her that I felt totally fine, for the exception of maybe feeling a little lightheaded, a little dizzy every now and again, once in a while. So she told me that it wasn't the first time that my levels were low. She sent me for more blood work, which I'm gonna do this upcoming weekend. But I'm hoping, because I'm trying my best to try to bring those levels up, because researching and looking for causes as to why they're low is quite frightening, I will say. But hopefully it's not that bad. But she did say that if the results did come back and they were still low, that I would have to go back to see the hematologist again. And I'm tired of feeling like a pincushion at this point with all these needles and drawing blood, but I know it's for a good reason. So yeah, I'm hoping for a better outcome in results as opposed to them being low again. But yeah, I will definitely make note to give an update after that next result. And of course, September is coming up to fall, so that means we all have to go get that flu shot. Look. Once again, pins and cushions. Oh, so the 4-year-old that was a baby when I first made the video is now, want to say hi? Hi. Is now a big boy. All right. And that's all I have for today. Any other questions that may come in, I will be sure to give an update later on. All right. And I'm out. Say bye. Bye.